Welcome back my YouTube channel. I am so excited to share a new idea. Are you ready, my viewers? No? Let's go my video. We're living in an age of overload. Notifications, expectations, deadlines, pressure. It never stops. Every second of our lives is packed with noise. We scroll endlessly, consume endlessly, compare endlessly. You're told, be more, do more, prove yourself, make something of your life. But no one tells you the cost of all that proving. It's your peace, your joy, your clarity, your inner stillness. You start every day like you're in a race you never signed up for. You say yes to everything and end up completely disconnected from yourself. I used to wake up already anxious, checking emails before brushing my teeth, scrolling Instagram before I even sat up in bed. And one day I realized I wasn't living. I was just reacting to everything and remembering nothing. That's when I knew something had to change. Glowing Star Part 1. Why peace is the new power. We were raised to believe that power looks like control, dominance, wealth, or working harder than everyone else. That power is how loud you speak, how busy you are, how much you can take before you break. But the world is changing, quietly, powerfully, because people are realizing something. True power isn't how loudly you can shout. It's how calmly you can think when everything around you is shaking. Peace is the new power, not because it's soft, but because it's stable. Not because it hides, but because it stands. Not because it avoids life, but because it knows how to live it. Peace isn't laziness. Peace is leadership. Peace says a no without apology. Peace responds instead of reacts. Peace gives you clarity when the world tries to confuse you. Direct hit quote, you don't need to prove how powerful you are. Stay calm. Your stillness says it all. Unknown, you cannot lead your life from a place of panic. You cannot create your purpose from a place of pressure. You cannot love fully if you're constantly fighting battles in your own mind. When you prioritize peace, you unlock your real power. Because peace is the foundation beneath every great breakthrough. And once you start building on peace instead of pressure, your life starts to rise. Brain Part 2. How to audit and rebuild your life around peace. It's not enough to want peace. You have to build it. And like any solid structure, it begins with a blueprint. The first step, audit your life. Ask yourself, what adds stress that I've normalized? Who drains me more than they fill me? What habits feel like comfort but leave me empty? If you don't take time to evaluate your life, you'll stay stuck in a cycle that doesn't serve your soul. What you're not changing, you're choosing. Unknown magnifying glass tilted right, the peace audit. People, who makes you shrink? Who makes you breathe easier? Places, what environments trigger your anxiety? What places calm you? Patterns, what do you keep doing that's stealing your energy? Once you see clearly, you can rebuild intentionally. Add silence to your mornings. Remove digital clutter. Say a no more often. Let stillness be part of your schedule, not just a backup plan. Pushpin motivational reminder. Peace isn't something you find at the end of success. It's the foundation that creates real success. Make peace your lifestyle, not your escape. Broken Heart Part 3. Letting go people, patterns, and pain. Here's the truth. You cannot embrace peace while clutching what's hurting you. Some of the weight we carry was never meant for us. Some of the stories we tell ourselves were never even true. Some of the people we're chasing are not part of our calling. Peace demands release. Let go of people who drain your joy and twist your truth. Patterns of perfectionism, procrastination, and pleasing. Pain from the past that you keep revisiting like a broken movie loop. Direct hit quote. If the door doesn't open, it's not your door. Don't knock yourself out trying to force it. Lisa Nichols, letting go is hard, but holding on to the wrong things is harder. Every time you let go, you make space for something real. You begin to heal. You begin to feel again. You begin to return home to yourself. You're not letting go because you're giving up. You're letting go because you're waking up. Herb Part 4. Building a sustainable life of clarity, calm, and confidence. This is where it gets exciting. Peace is not just a feeling, it becomes your framework. Imagine waking up without anxiety, with clear direction, with steady energy, with confidence that doesn't need to prove itself. This is what happens when peace becomes your baseline. You no longer rely on chaos to feel productive. You no longer need outside approval to feel valuable. You no longer wake up in fight or flight mode. Hammer how to build it daily. Clarity, Write down your top 3 priorities every morning. Choose less but with more focus. Calm. Start and end your day in stillness. No screens, no pressure. Confidence. Speak to yourself with kindness. Affirm your worth before the world does. The most successful people I know wake up calm, not frantic. Focused, not scattered. Aligned, not reactive. Brianna Wiest's peace is not a destination. It's a system. It's the way you breathe, the way you walk into rooms, the way you own your energy. And when your life runs on peace, the world doesn't shake you because your stability comes from within. Clapperboard final words motivate Oprah's signature message. You don't need more noise. You don't need more speed. You don't need more hustle hacks. You need more peace. Because once peace enters your life, everything changes. You stop chasing. You start choosing. You stop forcing. You start flowing. So from this day forward, let this rule be your compass. If it costs me my peace, it's too expensive. Say it, write it, live it. And every time you're unsure, come back to this truth. Peace is not what you find when everything is perfect. Peace is what you create in the middle of your perfectly imperfect life. This is Motivate Oprah. Stay grounded, stay calm, stay powerful. 3. A letting go. People, patterns, and pain. Oh, you must let go of what weighs you down in order to rise. Karen Salmon's letting go is one of the hardest things a human being can do. And yet, it's one of the most important. Why? Because we spend too much of our lives carrying things that don't belong to us anymore. People, pain, patterns, guilt, old dreams, outdated versions of ourselves. We hold on to what's familiar even when it's breaking us. Letting go isn't about weakness. It's about wisdom. It's not about giving up. It's about choosing peace over pressure, purpose over people-pleasing, clarity over chaos. Female 1. Letting go of people. Not everyone in your life is meant to go with you to your next level. Sometimes people are seasons, not lifetimes. Lessons, not soulmates. Mirrors is showing you who you no longer want to be. Letting go doesn't mean hate. It means healing. If someone constantly drains your energy, dismisses your boundaries, belittles your growth, keeps you in cycles of confusion, it's not loyalty to hold on. It's self-abandonment. Stop watering dead plants. No matter how much you give, they won't bloom again. Unknown, set the boundary. Love them from afar. Forgive them for yourself and walk away without guilt because your peace is too expensive to trade for approval. Repeat button 2. Letting go of patterns. Letting go isn't just about who you remove. It's about what you repeat. Ask yourself, why do I always overthink? Why do I stay stuck in procrastination? Why do I keep going back to the same habits? Your patterns are either protecting your peace or poisoning it. Let go of the need to be perfect, the habit of saying yes out of guilt, the addiction to productivity over purpose. Your life changes the moment your patterns do. Tony Robbins starts small. Shift daily. Forgive quickly. Move forward. Because the version of you that's growing can't live in the same loop you're trying to break. Crying phase 3. Letting go of pain. Some of you are still carrying things that happened years ago. Someone hurt you. Someone left. Someone disappointed you. You failed. You fell. And instead of healing, you built your identity around the pain. But here's the truth. What happened to you is real, but it's not who you are. You can't grow if you're constantly reliving the wound. Let it go. Not because it didn't matter, but because you matter more. Cry, journal, breathe. Dig help if you need to, but don't stay in a place that was meant to teach you, not trap you. Speech balloon mantra for this chapter. I release what's behind me. I am no longer available for what drains me. I choose peace, growth, and truth. I let go and I rise. Herb part 4. Building a sustainable life of clarity, calm, and confidence. Don't just build a life that looks good. Build a life that feels good. Brianna Wiest, now that you've let go of what's heavy, it's time to build what's holy. Not just a peaceful moment, a peaceful life. Not just a successful image, a sustainable soul. Let's talk about how to create a life you don't need to escape from. Magnifying glass, tilted left one. Clarity. Know who you are and where you're going. Clarity is the foundation of peace. Without it, you're reactive, scattered, and easily swayed. You need a vision for your life, daily direction, not just goals. Alignment, space for reflection. Clarity means knowing what really matters, saying no to what doesn't, creating boundaries that reflect your priorities. And when you are clear, decisions are easy. Peace becomes natural. Unknown writing, ask yourself daily. What am I building? Who am I becoming? What's no longer part of my mission? Person Mail 2. Calm, choose a regulated, centered life. Calm isn't external, it's internal. You can live in a loud world and still protect your silence. You can have a full life without having a chaotic one. Calm is a discipline. Morning quiet time, digital detox blocks, deep breathing, choosing not to react, protecting your nervous system like it's gold, pushpin peace practices. Wake up 30 minutes before the world, 5-minute gratitude journaling walks without your phone silence before bed. Calm is a superpower. Master it. Robin Sharma, Flex Biceps 3. Confidence. Live aligned with who you truly are. Confidence doesn't come from success. It comes from self-trust, grows when your actions match your values, your boundaries are honored, you show up for yourself. Every single day. Confidence isn't loud. It doesn't need to prove, it doesn't scream, it just moves in alignment, peacefully, powerfully. Stop performing, start being. Stop impressing, start integrating. When your inner peace meets your outer purpose, confidence blooms. Bricks build it brick by brick. Bailey Peace Habits. Open book, morning stillness before screen time, writing 3 priorities written down each day. Person female, a 20-minute unplugged walk. Person in lotus position. Evening, deep breathing or meditation. Red, speaking to yourself with kindness, not criticism. You don't become calm by wishing. You become calm by working with love and intention. This is how peace becomes your lifestyle, not just a temporary escape. Speech balloon mantra for this chapter. I am building a life that feels like peace. I live with clarity. I move with calm. I lead with confidence. I am enough, and I'm aligned. Bell, final reminder. You don't have to earn peace. You have to protect it. You don't need to control life. You need to center yourself in it. From letting go to living light. This journey is yours, and you'll know you're on the right path the moment life starts to feel like home again. This is Motivate Oprah. Stay calm.